got him out of 4 occasions. Another very capable, talented young batter. Now things will be a little difficult. This pitch is on the drier side. I think as long as the ball doesn't get too wet, the outfield spinners will find this pitch. Nice surface to bowl on.
See, the players have got some rags. There has been just the one evening where it got a little bit dampish, but it's not out of control. That's a Rodden turning into the pad, probably just as well, like it wasn't turning away.
We'll also get an insight into Saif Hassan, how he's against spinners, against good quality spinners. Yeah, tried to drag it from outside off. Tempted by the short boundary on the leg side. At the top edge and a simple catch. She's happy.
It's a massive wicket for Sri Lanka. Flat, a little bit quicker, a little bit fuller. Comfortably enough played on the onside for a single. 3 off the over and a wicket, 62 for 2. Hassan's got to make sure that he continues. He was very aggressive for the last little while. He can't go into any sort of shell. 36 he's got off 23 at this stage. Dr. Ali to come in next. Ridoi's just arrived. Shaman Hussain. It is to get rid of Litton Das.
Got too excited. Sri Lanka with the spinner, they've left out Kukshana, off spinner as well.
Malala going into the attack now. Start.
যারা অনলাইনে বাজি খেলেন তাদের জন্য আমরা নিয়ে আসছি। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
Massive wicket. Official. Lanka. Flat, a little bit quicker, a little bit fuller. Comfortably enough played on the onside for a single. 3 off the over and a wicket, 62 for 2.
Vulnerable. So he is state of mind as well. I think for runs in the last over that he bowled in the last game, this
Flat, a little bit quicker, a little bit fuller.
The last game, this matches when the first over there was a 6 in it. We've seen him enough last couple of years to know that he's a sturdy temperament.
10 off his first over. He's got to come back strong in this one. So far, it's been good. Litton Das, the man back sweep shot has let him down to the reverse. And this one is today. Just a half a shot really to the short boundary. Comfortably taken by Nasanka. Inside out. Really good shot for 6. That's a beautiful shot. That's good class.
Tell you what, this guy is looking absolutely brilliant, seriously brilliant. to see boundaries and sixes with the kind of shot that he's played, mostly in front of the pitch. This one just classy. Class written all over it. Again, short boundary on the offside, but looks a very gifted player.
That shot for 6. The best recovery is not an easy shot to play at all. Timed it superbly. 8 off the over 2 balls remaining. Another leading edge. This time it's gone finer on the offside. Good work from the Wallagay.
You can see the ball is gripping against the angle, so there is something there for the spinners. At the moment, Wallagay is just feeling the pressure of quality batsmanship, especially from Saif Hassan. Hasn't played too many sweep shots. His strike rate is 162.96, just playing normal shots in front of the pitch. 8 overs gone, 72 for 2.
सर आप चलिए बोले बात की जाए
Bangladesh 72 for 2. Just see that red worm taking off. This come courtesy of really good knocks so far. 44 of 27 from Saif. He's played some tremendous shots. Hasaranga to continue. Cannot keep him out of the wickets. Very first over that important wicket of Liton Das.
So the way Saif Hassan is playing, he needs someone just to support him, give him the strike. And Liton Das was that player. Now, that very same responsibility on Redoy. Saif Hassan, what an outstanding innings. He was brought into the team against Afghanistan to make a difference. There it looked like he was more a pinch hitter the way he was playing, coming at the bowlers. But today it's been quality shots, some wonderful cricketing shots.
And he'll be back on strike. Now, you've already seen Liton Das lose his wicket, trying to hit into that shorter boundary, but again the spin of Hasaranga. Feel this contest. Saif versus Hasaranga sets up nicely.
And you can see there's a method to his madness as well. He does not want to take Hasaranga on. The batters have struggled to pick Hasaranga. He's amongst the wickets, making that impact. See him off. Go at the bowlers from the other end.
Quicker, slightly fuller. Yeah, and also in that, when you're trying to take on Hasaranga, it could be done smartly as well. You can keep knocking him for 1s and 2s until try and pick up 6 and 7 off his over. And if you get the opportunity of a boundary, you go for it. A couple of dots. Make that 3. An excellent end to the over. Only 3 off Hasaranga. Second, Bangladesh 75 for 2. Had really good power play of Bangladesh, and out of that, one skyscraper, but it's been Hasaranga either side. Das from Shanaka with the ball.
Well, it was Shanaka with the bat that's given Sri Lanka this target to bowl at, and it's important that Shanaka shows up with the ball as well, because Bangladesh off to a good start in this chase. They're in a very good position. Sri Lanka's fifth bowler is the dibbly-dobbly Shanaka and maybe Asalanka. So his contribution here really matters.
Short. It's 4.
Well, 169, we felt it was going to be a challenging score. For the second time this tournament, Nuan Tushara picked up Tanzit. But Sarif Hassan, along with the captain Lytton Das, have played some wonderful shots. The runs have kept flowing. And again, as usual, it's Hasaranga who gets the breakthrough.
And doesn't get a hand to that, but there is a sweeper fielder, so it will be just one, which brings Saif on strike. 46, 4 sixes in his innings. Marvelous striking so far.
Saif Hassan still there as long as he's there. Whatever the required rate, Bangladesh will believe they can hunt down Zakar Ali Anik and Shamim Hussain, the two batters to follow. Chuck Mehdi Hassan is at 7, but they don't bat too deep, Bangladesh.
Enjoy space slightly more to Saif. We saw it today, 26 runs of his 47 so far. At a strike rate of 173 versus space, so he really did go after the seamers up front. Slightly watchful. The couple of overs he's played that Hasaranga has bowled.
Hassaranga's bowled too. Sri Lanka have to start rotating their bowlers. Shanaka's over so far. Very good.
Not providing any pace whatsoever. Well, this will definitely have plenty of eyeballs on it. India versus Pakistan, they go again. First time in the Super 4. Green versus blue. 6:30 p.m. local time tomorrow here from Dubai. Can they pinch two? Running hard, running early, very good.
Oh yeah, এখন এনে লাইনে গেলা
Of the 10th Bangladesh, 82 for 2. It's time for a drinks break. Bangladesh 82 for 2 at the halfway mark in the chase. And Saif Hassan, who so far has played a blinder. 49 not out from 34, joined by Radoy on 8. The bowling for Lanka looking for answers. They picked up a couple. One from Hasaranga, one from Tushara. He cleaned up Sanjit in the very first over. The boundaries have also just dried up for Bangladesh.
So that's always been the trend, isn't it? With the field being spread, the spinners coming into it, especially here in Dubai. Just been a lull period. 4 overs since power play, 28 runs, 23 runs. Just under a run a ball. But what Bangladesh need to remember is they got the foundation right at the moment. Required rate 8.7 these days. Good job done, eyes closed.
Job done, eyes closed, says Russell Arnold. While only time will tell. A little bit of a conference between Captain Lalage just before the start of this over.
Change of wings for the Lalage. Perfect from Malloy. The role I was talking about that Litton needed to do. Give size to strike. His rhythm's good. Keep hitting the ball. He's on to 49, Sai Hassan.
Very lucky that hasn't gone to hand of the bowler. Slightly off the leading edge. It's happened a couple of times now. It's just a check shot. It's just plugged into the air and luckily hasn't carried. This time tucks it around his legs. Push hard, will only be one. A milestone turned over, second half century in T20 national cricket, and it has been an absolute quality knock.
Powerful and clever too. It was not an innings where he was swinging to all parts. He picked his spot, played the field. Sai Hassan. He's the key here for Bangladesh.
A little bit of air just outside the off stump, so still just the ones. Boundaries, we mentioned that lull period has been 19 deliveries since that boundary hasn't come long.
Yeah, required rate up to 9. Sai Hassan's scoring areas. Most of it down the ground, that's hitting through the line. That's why it's been safe.
Once again down the ground, but both long on and long off, very straight. An excellent work on the boundary. Tag team, keep them down to 1.
Chamika Karnaratne, the substitute on for Patu Nisanka at the moment. Had a lot of ground to cover. He did that. And Hasaranga at hand. Good over from Lalage so far. 4 singles. Can he finish strong is the question.
Should be just the one again. Should have a good over to by. Or maybe commentator says slips over slide results into 6 of the over. Bangladesh 88 for 2.
On 54 is the equation. Short, put away, flying up in the ring, much needed boundary. It's taken 21 deliveries and it comes off the bat of Steph.
Down to 20 goals. That's enough. Get it over. they're making this chase look easy. To be honest, 77 or 53. It was on too far and it is low action. And yeah, like that. All wrist. That was the last boundary. Hitting underneath it.
56 so far, 4 big hits. Still out there. I was on with the Attorney Khan earlier on, and he made a comment about saying that he needs to understand. At that point, he was 22 or 13, that he needs to understand that's not enough. He's really grasped his opportunity. Mentioned the platform lead has a lot to do with the way Saif has batted.
The way Saif is batting though, you got to make sure that he doesn't have much to think about. He's playing instinctive cricket, he's playing freely, and that's why Roy has a very big role to play, so that he can continue this, give him the strike, keep rotating the strike. If not, if he has to think of the run rate, wickets falling, just gets a little too much. So, little earlier, and now Roy has a massive part in setting Saif. Be free.
Partnerships are very important, no matter how short the game, they're always crucial. It's a sort of surface that it just takes a little bit of time for the new batter to come in and get set, and hence why the two men in the middle crucial for Bangladesh. Flashes this, and the crowd would like for the ball to come their way. No, there is a sweeper. The first of the four of the first ball, and what they've done well is tick it along, 8 of the 5. Shanaka, he will hope he can close this out.
You need someone to stand up, of course. Hasaranga is your go-to. He's bowled already. Something's got to come for Sri Lanka from somewhere else.
Dushman Chamir was bowled too as well.
So not many attacking options really with Atalanta at the moment.
Third up, long work on the boundary for the last delivery.
Another good over for Bangladesh by 9 of the 12, 97 for 2.
Right, 97 for 2 in 12. I'll tell you what, Bangladesh is scoring runs. They need to score 9 runs and over from here, and what they will become pleased about it is that the runs they've got is risk-free. 38 of 34 is partnership. They really found it too difficult. And this is what Sri Lanka needs to do. They need to keep building dots. And with spin now, Asalanka has Bilalagi as an option, Hasaranga as an option. 66. And went the distance. With a lot of power. As a welcome Attorney Khan to the commentary. Towards the mid-wicket area. And that's really launched himself into it. Look at that distance. 97 meters. That's one of them. Certainly did. No doubt about it. Slightly slower and shorter. There's something in the surface. There is some grip. See the odd ball, barely to turn, but these batters, particularly Saif, has looked so good. Tushar running for runs, going full. Amir's gone for 19. Sri Lanka has a problem here. Chamira has 2 overs left. Hasaranga has 2 overs left. But someone else needs to put their hand up. Yeah, who would that be? What they have done so far. 5 bowlers used. Yeah, with that 600 on the board for Bangladesh. And they're making runs easily. They're really making batting look easy. 10 off and over. 107 for 2. Those are the buildings, so they've been quite consistent, I must say, for Bangladesh. And the requirement, 62 of 42, under 9 runs and over, very gettable. And looking at the option,
सिर्फ अपने डॉक्टर की सामान अपनी मत चलाइए। मैनकाइंड फार्मा जिनको कोई ख्याल रहता है कि आप अपना ख्याल रखें। मैनकाइंड फार्मा सर्विंग लाइफ।
Kicking for the Bioswap, make the world go.
But what about the support at the other end? That's slower.
Bangladesh dressing room will be hoping that this pair is now added 47 of 40 runs. Do not take any chances against someone like Hasaranga. But he's the danger. If he picks a couple of wickets here, then Sri Lanka back in the game.
They are very simple. It's all about wickets. Dot balls would create pressure. That's a big contingent of Bangladesh fans. Very vocal. Why not? 61 or 40. That's what's required. He's also bowling from a name where he's got a very long leg side boundary. Hasaranga. And also slowing it down, not looking to push it through. It's just really needs to toss it up a little bit in wide. The batter to take the bait. Got long off and long on. Keep it with a deep square leg. Goes through a very good shot, I tell you. Look at the way he sets himself up. Hasaranga threw it up and he gave himself room and went through extra cover. Already seen Saif Hassan display of what he has done with the bat, but take a little note of the batter on screen. He smashed that over the top of the cover. We talked about maybe going on top towards long on, but what a shot. 50 partnership with that boundary. Definitely that last quality, too straight. Extra cover open. And Ridoy did very well, gave himself room. That's what they've got, 54-44. It's gradually gathering momentum now. Don't want to do anything silly. This is the last ball of this over. Will this be taken? Yes, it is. That's what they're after. One to Hasaranga gets a wicket. They were after that wicket. They needed a breakthrough. And that is exactly what Saif does.
Just couldn't pick up the length. He's eyeing to play towards mid-wicket. And loops up. And Melalaga does the rest. That is the breakthrough that Sri Lanka wanted. And it's none of them. Hasaranga who provides it for his team. A good knock comes to an end. 61 of 45. Side goes Bangladesh 114.
Shamim Hussain has looked impressive in his career so far. Seen him bat with a lot of authority and aggression. Comes in to join Ridoy. Bangladesh need 55 in the last 6 overs. And there's going to be more spin. Yep, it's going to be Kamidu Mendis. So those are the options captain has, but this is what Shamim Hussain has achieved very early in his career. That strike rate will improve. He's a striker of the ball. Kamidu Mendis, ambidextrous, can bowl with both left and right. Couple of runs.
Just cannot find why he attempted to play that shot. Your poor choice of shots, because that was the last delivery. And Sri Lanka exactly needed that. Look at his reaction. Know how important this could turn out to be. Well set batter, back in the crease. New batter comes in. They need to start all over again.
4. That is 4. In the gap. Too easy for Ridoy. Tossed up. And that area is open. So the invitation accepted with both hands.
And it is one of his profitable areas. Remember, in the previous over, he also hit one in that direction. He gets into a really good position and he allows the ball to come closer, and then he frees his arm, eyeing that area over the cover field out. Lovely, lovely hit.
6. That's massive. See, that's the problem Kamidu Mendis was going to face if he goes left stump. He went over extra cover. That's the longer boundary. This is the shorter side.
The problem with the part-timer, if you don't get it right, you will get the treatment. First one was a boundary on the offside, and he pulls it short. Look at how short that is. Easy, too easy for someone like Ridoy to hit it, or he catches it in the stands.
Ideally, Sri Lanka will be hoping to catch it in the field, not to be. But that's the line he'll have to bowl. Go wide to the off stump. He's got a deep extra cover and a long off, but nothing short. Because the leg side boundary, we've spoken about it. Just 62 meters. Short and wide. Not the length, not the length. That's not the field. The field is set for a different length.
With that boundary, 16 runs already in this over. Still one legitimate delivery to be bowled. That's a top cut shot. Played it late, bisected the two fielders, and has raced over to the boundary.
That is what Kamidu Mendis was expected to do, but a big over. 130 for 3. Right, 39 of 30. That should not be a worrying target. 7 wickets in hand. How it Ridoy, 44 of 27, lots of discussions.
बांग्लादेश के बीच कभी आए न कुछ, इसीलिए Manforce Ultra Feel Thin Condoms, India's #1 brand.
Extremely well. Oh, could be trouble here. Needed a direct hit.
Right with the shoulder of the back of the non-striker and went pretty close to the fielder in the covers. There you go.
Yes.
Being a left-hander, you have to turn around. Direct hit would have been very, very close. He was off in a jiffy, wasn't he? A tense moment for the Sri Lankan fans in the stands.
This has been a brilliant effort by Bangladesh. Outstanding batting, I'll tell you. They paced the innings perfectly. Took maximum use of the power play with pace on. And now they're looking to try and build 39 of 28. They got to be sensible. They don't need to rush, make mistakes. Well, this man obviously in the spotlight for his 44 of 27. And the asking rate is not frightening, so you don't need to take risks. That's the advantage Bangladesh has, with 7 wickets standing, of course.
Cutting this over nicely, 2 dots on the trot, just wanted to create some pressure, but bowling few dot deliveries, which usually forces the batter to take few chances.
Oh, uppish. Sri Lanka will be hoping that those will stick. That was hit back.
Turning out to be a very good over, nearly chipped back, straight back to the bowler. Just because of his follow-through, he had just gone to the left side, you can see, and the ball had just gone to the right of his right hand. He's single in the first 3 deliveries. Breathe oil, and it looked very good. Strike at 162.
What a great start it will be for Bangladesh in this Super 4, the way they have played, dominated, and look very different. The team we saw in that preliminary round.
But it was all about how Saif batted initially. He played some gorgeous looking shot. Lovely shots through the covers, down the ground, very special. Shot of jabs, it went all the way. In a hot and humid evening here in Dubai, but that stopped him playing those gorgeous looking shots. Set the tone for this chase.
Yeah, full marks. Really full marks to him for the way he's batted. But now with Ridoy on the other hand. Oh, well done. That is clever batting. Really clever batting. Short third, short backward point in the 30-yard circle. And he knew exactly where to go. And he got that gap.
Not a great delivery when you
Bro,
have the field set in that direction. The backward, he's trying to back the hand and then slow delivery. It just sits up nicely. He's got enough time to play that shot to go through that gap between those 2 fielders that he spoke about.
Nicely done. Very nicely done. Still a good over from the Sri Lankan point of view. Just 5 runs conceded. But in the context of the game, 34 of 25, Sri Lanka needs maximum dot balls. Now third goes out, long off comes in. The adjustment. Last ball of the over. It's a good Yorker. Going for the full length delivery. 6 runs off the over and they're down to the last 4. And they need just 33 runs with 7 wickets standing.
Divo. Oh, 24 বলে 33 রান।
168 for 7 Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. It's been a wonderful chase so far. Saif Hassan initially second T20 international 50. This is the game here. Wanting Hasaranga to start his last over. That's what you need to do. 50. A very good one from Tawhid Hidayat. Just superb innings.
Yeah, century.
Just reacted to the bowling. Nothing has been premeditated. He's just taken an early base in the crease, and after that, the bat has just come down and made connections. That's how he's played. Been a terrific innings. He's always been a very talented young batter. Actually, on the big stage, played a crucial innings for his side. His fifth in T20 internationals when Liton Das was dismissed. They needed this, just this from Tawhid Hidayat. No choice for Sri Lanka. They have to bowl Wanindu now with the required weight 8.35. Things have to happen now. They waited a couple of overs more to bring Varunda back. The game's gone. Seen a lot of that. Long boundary and the short boundary, and because of the short boundary, we've seen the left arm spinners bowl a line they would never otherwise bowl in their lives. Both left arm spinners that we've seen have bowled outside the off stump. And in T20s, when you see people like Akshar Patel or any left arm spinner, even these two on a normal ground, they would have bowled the stump line. And it's not like the short boundary on the leg side is 40 or 50 meters. It's like a traditional 60-meter boundary. The four hit hard. Chamika Karunaratne. Oh, he gets there. He gets there. He just didn't give up. And he saves the one run for his team. They run for. They haven't, but it was another great shot. And that's the thing to like about him. He's just the kind of pace that he creates for himself. And then just smacks the ball. He just didn't give up. And he saves for Pathumni Saka. Chmanta Chamira is on the field. The substitute fielder for Pathumni Saka. Need to do this. Shamim Hossain just get off strike. See Hasaranga off. You've got another over of the fifth bowler. Sri Lanka have continuously struggled with that fifth bowler. Good look to the boundary there. Now that's a talking point. Really disturbed with the bowling attack of Sri Lanka. The kind of combination that they've had with their bowlers today. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Just look at how he creates the pace and then just waits for the ball to come. So the movement happens well before the ball is delivered. A bit like how A.B. de Villiers used to play. Last ball of his spell. Signaled a wide. He was a long way across Doridoy. Yeah, when it is that wide, even if the batter has got close to the line of the ball, called wide. The umpires are duty bound to call it wide. They got it down to 26 of 19. 2 for 20 to Hasaranga. At least a couple here. He's placed it nicely. So 2 for 22 in his 4 overs. Hasaranga's bowled out 145 for 3.
লাইনে নিচে লাইনে নিচে খেলা ঠিকঠাক হইতে
Shamim Hossain's on strike and Nuan Tushara, 3 overs in the power play. Saif Hassan took to him and hence quite expensive. So that would mean Dushmanta Chamira will bowl the next and the 20th over will go to Dasun Shanaka. Dasun Shanaka is not new to bowling the 20th over. The experience he has, you've got to back in there. Well, I thought the Sri Lankan batters did really well to get to the score that they did. But just looking at their bowling attack in this match, Russell, I just feel that, well, even at this stage, you can't see them saving this game or winning this match. I'm amazed by the spin choices that they've made. Warindu Hasaranga clearly is a strike spin bowler, but Sri Lanka always had a couple of more quality spinners. The other two options that they have, for me, Delalage is at best your third spinner or a part-time spinner, and that too on a turning pitch. Yes. So Tishana may be out of form or whatever. He should have played on this ground, on this pitch, which is on the drier side. So when you have Kamindu Mendes and Delalage as your two other spinners, you're not really having any quality in your spin department, and not to say that you've got 3 high-quality fast bowlers. I think Tushara is good, but Chamira is always going to be a bit of a gamble. And that's why Shanaka as your third seamer. So the bowling attack is not right for the conditions here at all. Matisha Patirana might have been an option because that gives you an attacking edge. Another option to turn to when you want a wicket. I totally agree with you on the spin front. 22 of 16. Got that in the gap, short boundary. They've found the gap to perfection. 150 on the board. Yeah, this is Bangladesh's match to win. You can see that he forced that one, but got an inside edge, and it could have gone anywhere. But he just finds that narrow gap between two fielders in the deep. Bangladesh's match to win, and they deserve to. They're batted brilliantly, led by Saif Hassan. And against an insipid Sri Lankan bowling attack. Credit to Bangladesh. More runs. Kamil Mishara gets to it quickly. Credit because the first 2 games they were somewhat lackluster. They had a must-win game against Afghanistan. There were brave calls made. Nasum, the left-arm spinner, brought in Saif Hassan, and then they played an attacking brand of cricket. It was quite obvious that they had a certain plan in the power play, with Saif leading the way. Now that intent got them the win, got them here, and they've continued from there with more trust and confidence. So one of the stars there might be some shake with the ball. They've got the boundary of the over, but don't do anything silly. This guy has been fantastic. You can see the calmness and just the certainty of the way he bats. Again, another diminutive figure, just like Batam Nisanka and Kushal Mendes for Sri Lanka. Just a very calm and confident attacking batsmanship. Key being his solid base that he has in the crease. Front of square, slaps that. 12 off the over. Bangladesh getting closer and closer. 157 for 3.
শ্রীলঙ্কার মন খারাপ।
That expression will tell you nothing much. That's how it generally appears. We're so proud today. Bangladesh on the threshold of a very important win. Lots of Bangladeshis on the ground dancing in the aisles today. P12. Usman Chamira.
The sports union is listening.
WhatsApp का लिंक दे वो लिंक पर है
Abdul Shanaka. 6 times he's been entrusted to bowl that last over. If he gets there. With the way these two are batting, he might not get there. Here we go. David Roy. Flicks it onto the leg side. Just the one. A bit of adrenaline there. He wanted the second, which comfy enough played on the onside for a single. 3 off the over and a wicket. 62 for 2.
बांग्लादेश का लाइन है सकता
Times he's been entrusted to bowl that last over. Well, if he gets there. With the way these two are batting, it might not get there. Here we go. David Roy. Flicks it onto the leg side. Just the one. A bit of adrenaline there. He wanted the second, which wasn't there, so he's being a little unfair to his partner Shamim. Yeah, this was the last ball. Look, I'll give you another point here, another fact. Sanjay, 19th over. The Sri Lankan innings bowled by Mr. Bizur went only 5. And in the last over, Taskin bowled 4 dot balls. Yeah, there were 2 bowling stars for Bangladesh. One was Maidi Hassan Sheikh with his 4 overs of off spin. Never easy. And then there's just incredible numbers when you look at the bowling figures. And he bowled at the time when Taskin Shanaka was all guns blazing and he just couldn't go after his round the wicket Chamira. Straight to the field and they run though. No direct hit, hence the one. And when you look at it, that's another 10 runs that they've saved at that particular point. True, Sri Lanka might prove some of the other opportunities. There are 2 opening batters batted superbly. There was a lot of class in the way they played their shots, but both innings didn't quite blossom. But having said that, when they read the score that they did through Dasun Shanaka's sensational innings, of course they had enough runs on the board, but bowling attack not going to win Sri Lanka many matches, that's for sure. Yeah, look, toothless with just 3 frontline bowlers. They are for it. That's gone. That's gone. He's missed it. And he's right in front. Worth a review though. If he can get his breath back, it deserves all reviews.
फोटो लगे 11 बोले
Director, we have a player review for LW. On-field decision is out. I have checked the feet and delivery. Who want to broadcast it? Okay. Ball is close to the bat. Contract please.
सही बोले हो रन लगे
कोई लगे
Keep rolling, keep rolling. Flat line as the ball passes the bat.
Out नहीं.
Keep rolling up to the pad. Keep rolling. Okay. No bat involved. Ball tracking please. Couple of wheels.
8 बोले सर हम तो सब मैंने 8 तो बोले मैं देखा तो कौन लिख
Keep rolling. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. Keep rolling up to the pad. Keep rolling. Okay. No bat involved. Ball tracking please. Back in line.
Out.
Wicket sitting. Going back to Rohan.
Out.
Rohan, stay with your decision of out. You are still single out. He's missed the full
चला
toss.
सोचना था
Could have gone for 6, but he's played a wonderful knock.
Ready dot.
And I like that reaction as well. He is a little bit with himself for getting out at this stage. That's a sign of a champion. 159 for.
Oh. Bay gaya बार-बार এমনি তো খারাপ থেকে দেখো নদী দেখো দেখো
একশো 59 গ্রাম
Russell, tell me, is there a twist in the tail at this stage? We can find that tail to twist. Oh, Tamira. Jakar Ali on it. Full toss this time. Hit hard. For 4. It's a Yorker that's gone wrong. Well, he got a wicket of a full toss. The new batter to be ready for this, and once again on it straight away is Jakar Ali on it. Now it's been a magnificent hit. The way different players have tried to get maximum on that one. They've got a feel for him. It was an outstanding innings. I guess Saif Hassan was the star batter at the top. Just gave that belief to the rest of the batters that they can win this game. His innings broke the game actually for me as well. Pulled it. Straight to mid-wicket. Oh, they're lucky, Sri Lanka. They're lucky. That could have gone anywhere. A good shot for no run, actually. 164 for 4.
জাকির আছে ব্যাটিং আর শামিম আছে স্ট্রাইকের মধ্যে স্ট্রাইকের ওপেনিংয়ে যায় না
Well, at this stage, you can't go anywhere else as the Sri Lankan captain. You've got to go to Dasun Shanaka. Just to make this interesting, I might ask you, get maybe a couple of other options, or maybe one more option. Got it fine, it got but stop. It's tough for a fast bowler to protect 5 balls. Beg your pardon, 5 runs in the last over. Unless somebody like a Malinga can bowl 6 Yorkers on the dot. The slow short delivery has been spanked for 4. Bangladesh has played one of its best cricket. Their last 14 chases, they've only won 1. That's a score of 160 plus. That was also against Sri Lanka. India-Pakistan, match 14, that's tomorrow. Take a note of the time as well, 6:30 p.m. local time. They watch Jakar Ali put the finishing touches on this game. So it's not Jakar Ali who put the finishing touches, Sanjay. Yeah, a bit of bravado there. I think getting carried away on that one. Wanted to be the hero. Experience of Dasun Shanaka got the ball up. Unnecessary tension for the Bangladeshi fans. They went round the wicket, took the pace off, and you can see he saw the slow delivery. Wanted to finish with a 6. So difficult when you're out there with adrenaline. Running high makes you, forces you to make mistakes like this. 168 for 5.
আর তো না কারা কোনো কিছু না দৌড়ি
नहीं दी डाला चाहिए का नहीं दी
बेटिंग नहीं दी बेटिंग आउट है
चाहिए हो दी गेम में वो चीज है हम कर दे
नहीं ये बोले
Straight to the field. Oh dear, this is going to be fun. Because once the field is covered, there's a crowd inside the ring. Pressure builds up on the batter. And he's a new batter at the crease. Where do you get your next run? The other problem is if you try and go for a big shot and get out, you'll be crucified. That's why generally wait for the big shot because everyone was in on the circle. On the one, they just got to run, get Shamim on strike, if they get run out, he doesn't matter. Another one! He's out because the long striker has thrown his bat in disgust. There's an appeal, there's a call for review. I think Sharak has got a wicket. This match is over. TV umpire director, we have a player review for court. One decision is not out. I have kept updated. Move on to front
না
of
তো এটা আবার ও তিন আর তিন বল আছে না এটা ওই দিকে দুই বল দেখা এটা বলে কিছু না এটা কাউন্ট করা হয়েছে না আউট হয়েছে না হয়েছে
দেখতেছে
The ball is close to the bat. Can we have ultra here, please?
দিতে পারে বর্তমানে খুব ফুলছে
Can you freeze it? I can see clear spike as the ball is next to the bat. I don't see any gap between bat and ball. Clear bat and ball. Going back to Atif on field. Atif, you need to change your decision to out. You're on screen, single out. They've got another. Mehdi Hassan did not wait for the decision. He's walked off. One required of 2 balls, 0 to Mehdi Hassan, 168 for 6.
রান নিতে পারে না এটা হইলে না দুই বল আছে
দেবো দলি দেবো এর আগে বুঝতে পারে আর কিছু কিছু বলা হয়
One required, 2 balls to do it. Nazum on strike. Just thrown his bat in disgust. Emotions running high and as you mentioned, the equation is interesting. One option. They run. Oh, Bangladesh are home. Shamim took off, he took the risk. What a brilliant chase it has been. And it's a good thing that Nasu reacted to that because Shamim was just sprinting down the pitch. And had he said no, would have been a dot ball and a run out as well. So well done to the new batter Nasu. And well done Shamim for his presence of mind. And what a game we've had. The best, I guess, of the tournament. Just considering that this is the first match of the Super Fours. We had the business end of the tournament. And we've had a nerve-wracker. Really good from Bangladesh. 168. It was going to be very hard to get in these slower conditions. Saif Hassan initially. Tawhid Ridoy get Bangladesh to a